When your mind starts overthinking every single scenario, of course, it's gonna feel unsafe because it's absolutely unpredictable. Especially it comes when you're dwelling on the future and you're too afraid of what will happen. Social media is just overstimulation for our brain. Hello everyone. Today I really feel like talking about anxiety because I've been feeling like it's becoming a natural part of our day and we just start sleeping on it, you know? So many of us experience this on a daily basis, like a background music, and we're just like, it's okay. Like it just happens time to time. Oh, it doesn't matter. But what if it does? What if anxiety is not something to struggle with, but to be understood? Firstly, I want to notice that there are actually two types of anxiety. First, it's chronic anxiety. People who are experiencing this on a daily basis, it just feels like it's already a part of them. And second, it's episodic anxiety, when it happens with you from time to time, but when it comes, it hits so hard. You know, you can feel it so vividly, like you're dying. For this video, it doesn't matter so much what kind of anxiety you're experiencing, because we're kind of gonna focus on the very feeling of this. Anxiety is just your nervous system's coping mechanism in the times when you start feeling unsafe. However, it doesn't have to do anything with the present moment. Most of the time, when we're anxious, we feel like we're unsafe in the present moment. However, when we are anxious, it means one single thing, that we are too focused on the future or on the past. When our minds start overthinking every single scenario that can happen or already happened, what we could do better, what will happen next week, tomorrow, the situation with my friend, with my specific person, whatever. When your mind starts overthinking every single scenario, of course, it's gonna feel unsafe because it's absolutely unpredictable. Especially it comes when you're dwelling on the future and you're too afraid of what will happen. Or for you not to feel anxious, especially when it happens episodically and you just all of a sudden feel so much anxiety, you know? It just shifts your focus on the present moment. So for this specific situation, when you realize that you really was too much focusing on your future or past, I wanna suggest to you one easy technique that you can do whatever you want whenever you are. Because the thing about our brain that it can concentrate only on one thing. And when you shift your focus, you stop thinking about any other scenario except this very moment. Because this is clearly losing move to start struggle with it, trying to get rid of the feeling right away just because you don't like this, you know. This is reasonable and this is really valid because this is fucking unpleasant to experience this. However, it's not gonna help you at any point to start fighting with it, you know. You're not gonna win. The thing is to try to accept the feeling you are feeling. Just put a hand on your heart and just trying to breathe through this anxiety. Not to get rid of this, doesn't have anything in common with this, but try to breathe and mentally say to yourself fuck, it's okay. Okay, I know that you're trying to protect me right now. I know that's just a coping mechanism of mine. It's okay, I'm breathing, I am here. This is the first technique that will help you to shift your focus on the present. Next, one of my favorite techniques to shift your focus on the present, I don't remember how it's called, but it's basically when you name 5 things you can see, 5 things you can touch, and 5 things you can smell. It's perfect, just try it. For instance, 5 things I can feel right now: my hair on my shoulder, my shirt, my legs, me sitting on the chair, my feet on the ground. You know, something like that. Just start name it. The same goes with you are looking at something and you are smelling something. Once again, it just really helps you to shift your focus on the present moment. After finishing these techniques, whatever you choose, just try to stay concentrated as much as possible on the task in front of you. Whatever you're doing, start concentrating on the present moment more. Start noticing everything around you. What's happening? Are you sleeping? Really, it's actually a really good question to ask yourself sometimes. Am I sleeping right now? And if it's not, why? Why am I not sleeping right now? Just start to observe your surroundings. The roots of our anxiety lies in the unpredictability of the future. And when we can fully internalize and truly surrender to the truth that we are safe no matter what happens, and we can handle no matter what comes our way, this is when our power begins to arise. This is about your ability to start trusting again that no matter what, I am always safe, protected, and guided. No matter what imaginary scenario will happen in the future, I will be safe because the universe is still with me. And I know it's easier said than done, and it's not gonna work like this, like just whenever you're anxious, you're just like, I trust that it's gonna work out for me and all that. No, it always implies work. You should journal about it. Like, ask yourself, what moment of my life do I feel unsafe the most? Maybe it's when you are unsure about your relationship with someone or the situation that will happen. Whatever it is, start journaling about it and why you're feeling unsafe. What do you think will happen? And after answering this, start reframing this. Start telling why it's not that dangerous for you. Why it's still okay. Even if it happens, you're still gonna be okay. But say to yourself why. You should be as specific as possible with your current situation in life. For instance, if we're talking about relationship and you are anxious because you don't know what will happen next, tell yourself, I am okay no matter what. If I will eventually break up with this person, thank God. It is just protection for me. It is not the energy I want to carry in my life. It's just a protection. Or if you start dwelling the thought like, what if I lose my job? Or what if I won't get that job that I want so badly? Start explaining to yourself once again why it is still okay. Maybe I will start my business. Maybe I will start doing things that I've always wanted to start but I couldn't because of my current job. Start seeing situation as not rejections, but redirections. Whatever we're talking about, anxiety, trust, surrender, detachment, it always implies work. Journaling, EFT tapping, meditations, self-talk, whatever just feels best for you, do this. Because no matter how many videos you watch, no matter how many books you read, it always needs to be internalized on a deeper level. Because your brain can't understand this. This is why we feel a lot of times like, yeah, I understand how it works, I understand how I should feel about it, but I can't change it inside of me because it's not conscious at all. Anytime you watch something, anytime you read something, it's just your conscious mind absorbing this, but you need to internalize this on a more deep level. Be honest with yourself, be honest with your conscious brain. Your conscious brain should understand why the current situation is safe. Why am I supposed to not feel like anxious? Why? It's unpredictable, it's scary. Why are you telling me like, no, don't feel anxious, it's okay, you're safe. Why you're safe? You need to internalize this. You need to show to your brain why you are safe no matter fucking what. Okay? And lastly, I really want to point out the role of social media in our lives. Social media is just overstimulation for our brain. Our brain is not designed to absorb so many information, you know? So many vivid stories, people, especially when it comes to people from our past, it just triggers us, you know? And it just reinforces anxiety. Why? For what? Social media is not like big of a deal, okay? If you're not sure whether or not it really affects you, try to quit it just like for a week or two and watch how your nervous system will respond. If you start feeling more lighter, more safe, and more calm, maybe it's a sign to quit it forever. But maybe you're a person who cannot quit social media forever, you're like business owner or something like that. Just go there, post what you need, and live it. For me personally, was one of the best decisions I've ever made. Specifically quitting Instagram, because I was triggered by so many people from my past. They were constantly popping up, you know, in stories, in posts and all that. And I started myself, why am I doing this? I can choose not to use Instagram at all. I quit it like 2 years ago, and I cannot be happier. I'm still using other platforms like YouTube, Snapchat, Telegram and all that, but it doesn't contain so many people, you know, and you can always control what you're looking at. For instance, in my Snapchat, I keep following only people who inspire me. Anxiety, it's not something to be afraid of. It's something to love, you know, to accept. Just try to accept this part of you because it's so scary. It's so little, you know, it's always feeling unsafe. Try to feel as much compassion as you can for this part of you because it deserves it. what the point of fighting like a little child who is afraid of like spiders? No, you love them so much. You try to explain to them like why it's not safe. Spiders are not safe. I'm sorry. But you're trying to say them that you shouldn't be afraid of them. Like, this spider is literally afraid of you. But you would never fight a child. You would never try to get rid of them or just like, no, it's not valid. Come on, stop feeling that. No. So why you keep saying this to yourself whenever you feel anxious? Stop being so hard on yourself. You don't deserve it. Once again. So guys, I hope you loved this video. Thank you so much for watching it. And I just wish you to feel lighter and safer in your body. And as usual, remember that you are more powerful than you think you are. Till the next time. Mwah.